Yo guys, what's up? Good afternoon. Hope everybody's staying corona free and remembering how government will use population control to their advantage. Um, Shout out to anybody who lost anybody, man. I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope everything is better for everybody in the world. So back to the subject is Mortal Kombat. So why am I showing this? Because there's this leak that I'm gonna mention that I'm gonna reply about. I don't really feed into any leaks uh, until the day that it happens. Some stuff is true. Now, there's this thing about Melina being coming back into the game, and and Reptile and so forth. Why am I speaking on that now? List of secret combatants. Now, and this started back in 1993. Now, there's this thing, and the a leak says that there will be called a secret fighter. Now, back in the day, secret fighter, you got like two or three or four. I think it was like 10. I think maybe sometimes 3 to 10. Straight fights in a row, and it was a dun dun dun. Congratulations, you are the competitive of 10 fights in a row. Blah blah blah. Uh, Go return to Goro's lair. It would send you to Goro's lair, and you would have to fight Reptile, or it would send you to the pit. You would go to the bottom of the pit, and you would fight Reptile, who coincidentally had like Scorpion's moves, his own moves, and like would throw like ninja stars and some other stuff, right? But he wasn't the only character that would show up as a secret character. Katana, who wasn't a playable character in Mortal Kombat 1, Jade, Smoke, and Shang Tsung would all show up in the pit. See, now if I read it, the very first secret character to appear in fighting game appearance as a fused colored palette swipe for Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Reptile poses the moves of both ninjas along with increased speed. To reach him, one must earn a double flawless victory without blocking once and then performing a fatality. In addition, the player must be in the pit stage and a flying object must appear in the background. That's sometimes. Now this is somebody's made up. This is somebody's webpage. This is not facts. Sailing in the sky past moons, witches or Santa Claus. The shadows do not always appear at random. After conditions are met, the player will be transferred to the pit bottom and face Reptile there. He is only available in certain versions of arcade game and all home versions. Mortal Kombat 2, Secret Fighters, Goro's Lair, Smoke first appears. And it's human smoke too. So what am I saying? I'm saying that if I think if they do add Melina, I think that she'll be a secret fighter that you'll meet if when you're doing towers, maybe in Combat League, which would be pretty tight. I think if you win like 2 or 3 in a row, you're on a 3 winning streak, 4 winning streak. You know what I mean? And and you do that, and you do that without losing, and you do it like in Combat League. So if you want it to be tough, make it to where you won both rounds in like 3 games a row, won both rounds at like two of those, like one 2 rounds with either a flawless victory or 1 2 rounds in a row. So like you wiped them. You didn't get a flawless victory, but you 2-0'd them 2 players in a row, right? Or flawless victory one of those 2 players or 3 players, right, in a row. So if you flawless victory somebody, and then the next round you win 2-0, it's just in Combat League only. It should say secret fighter, dun dun dun, and then you have to fight Katana or uh Kotoro, which is on there, or uh one of those other characters that people really want in the game, Havoc as a secret fighter. That would be and it would be sad to see Takeda as a secret fighter, or maybe a secret fighter might be Rain also. and I could make the list go on and on and on. So I think that I think Ed Boon, if you are listening to my video, if you watch it, probably not though, but I think and I hope that you don't put any horror film characters in Mortal Kombat because they don't belong there, and that's just my hope. And that you can put Smoke in Mortal Kombat without repeating DLC characters by making him a human Smoke with the same type of fighting abilities, but with a different martial arts stance. There's a lot of people who didn't die in Mortal Kombat 10. There's Takeda, Kung Jin. Technically, Reptile didn't die. Technically, nobody can die in Mortal Kombat, and they can always be brought back to life, especially by Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and now Chronica, who can bend time and bring back people who she chooses. So, if they do bring back secret character, and they put her in and then she pops up, any of those characters pop up as a secret character in the towers of time or regular towers, is where she would, that's where usually secret characters usually popped up at, was just regular towers. You just go and do Infinity Towers or First to 10 Tower, whatever, and then they would show up there. I hope they advance it and put it to where Secret Fighter shows up in Combat League. Also, that would be pretty tight. I think that's just my opinion. So that's why I wanted to show this and where Secret Fighter comes from and so forth, and what we could and could not expect, and hopefully those players that I mentioned, Reptile, Melina, show up as secret fighters in Mortal Kombat 11. The requirements in regular towers, I didn't get to that. I did say about Combat League, but in regular towers, I would say, since they're not that hard, you should be able to win 10 straight in a row, and then a secret fighter should show up 10 straight in a row, no problems. You should be able to do that. I mean, I can go 25 in a row without any problems. Pretty sure anybody else who likes Mortal Kombat and doesn't mind playing can do that also. This has been Flawless Image. This is what I wanted to speak on, and it's funny how it says witches or Santa Claus. See, that's how far back that stuff goes, bro. Mortal Kombat or original goes back way back, 1993, bro. So we gotta, I want to thank you for listening, and drop a like. Tell me if you want to hear something else. I'm gonna drop another video on a leak that was leaked back a while ago about what characters have been confirmed again, to show that these players have been confirmed and will come. Thank you for listening. Stay free, man. Like out of jail. The protest thing, I ain't gonna speak on that, man. This ain't for that video, man. But shout out to everybody, and leave a like. Tell me what you think. Help me get my views up so I can record live without doing this. This has been Flawless Image. You have a great day.